Task 7.6. Conduct incident management. Incident management is one of the most important tasks you'll encounter in both your professional career and the exam, so pay attention. Now, the word incident just means some event in time, but I would expect, unless otherwise mentioned, it's for man-made intentional acts, whether internal abuse or externally. The goal of incident management is to ensure that any security incident is handled swiftly and effectively to minimize damage and to recover as quickly as possible. This task breaks down the entire process from detection all the way through lessons learned, ensuring that we don't just recover from incidents, but improve our defenses so we're better prepared in the future. And as always, if I don't go deep enough, I especially would encourage SP 861 here, by the way. I don't normally mention documents, but it's very, very handy, and 881 for malware. All right, let's get started. Now, this task has 7 subtasks, and I would even add that from 861, you might notice that there would be one ahead of this. You would have preparation. So let's assume that after preparation, we detected a problem. 1 is detection. 2 is response. 3, mitigation. 5, recovery. 6, remediation. And 7, lessons learned. Now, each of these steps is pretty critical, and sometimes terminologies get confusing, and this is why I always defer to 861, especially for terminologies. All right, so let's take a look and deep dive at each one of these tasks. 7.6.1, detection. The first and arguably most critical step in incident management. Early detection can significantly reduce the damage caused by security incidents. But as we've seen in real-world studies, detection isn't always as easy or as fast as we'd like. According to a study by IBM in 2022, it took organizations an average of 204 days to detect a breach, and another 72 days to contain it. So, a very sobering reminder of the real world, but it's essential that we understand these key components. Real-time monitoring and SIM integration. Implementing real-time monitoring systems integrated with security and information event management tools enables continuous analysis of network traffic, system logs, and user activities. This can allow for immediate detection of potential incidents, reducing the time the breach goes unnoticed. User and entity behavior analysis. UEBA takes anomaly detection to the next level. By analyzing both user and system behavior and identifying deviations from normal behavior patterns, you can flag potential insider threats, compromised accounts, or other abnormal activities. Threat intelligence feeds. Incorporating threat intelligence feeds into your detection system enhances your ability to recognize known threats and emerging attack patterns. This proactive approach helps you stay ahead of the curve in identifying security risks. Automated and manual reporting. Establish automated alert systems alongside channels for manual reporting to encourage employees, users, and other stakeholders to report suspicious activities. This combination of automated tools and human vigilance is key to effective detection. Regular security audits and reviews. Periodic audits of your detection systems ensure they remain effective and relevant. This includes refining detection rules and processes to adapt to evolving threats. Detection is the bedrock of any security incident management process. Without timely and accurate detection, response and recovery efforts may not be initiated quickly enough to prevent serious damage. For the exam, understand how to build and refine detection systems. 7.6.2 Response. After detecting an incident, the next step is to respond swiftly and effectively. A well-organized response can help limit the damage caused by an incident and set the stage for recovery. Here are some key components to response. First, and very important, incident confirmation and validation. Before jumping to containment, it's critical to thoroughly confirm and validate the incident. cross-reference logs, threat intelligence, and system data to ensure the alert is legitimate and not a false positive. Acting on inaccurate information could waste valuable time and resources. Initial triage and impact assessment. Once confirmed, an initial triage is performed to assess the severity and scope of the incident. This impact assessment helps prioritize response efforts by determining which systems, data, or operations are affected. Containment strategies. Containment is all about stopping the damage from spreading. Depending on the type and severity of the incident, containment strategies could involve isolating the affected systems, blocking malicious traffic, disabling the accounts. The goal is to prevent further harm while minimizing disruption to normal operations. Communication and coordination. Clear communication channels with stakeholders such as IT teams, management, and external partners are essential. Everyone needs to be informed of the incident status and the containment actions being taken. Effective coordination ensures that everyone is aligned and that no critical step is misused. Root cause analysis and documentation. After containment, conduct a root cause analysis to identify how the security event occurred. Documenting your findings in detail will not only help you prevent similar incidents, but also improve future response efforts. 7.6.3 Mitigation. Mitigation is the process of reducing or eliminating the impact of the incident after it's been contained. This step is essential for preventing similar incidents in the future. The exam will test your understanding of how to implement mitigation strategies that strengthen your organization's security posture after an incident. And here are some key aspects. Apply patches and updates. Once an incident is contained, the first step in mitigation is to address any vulnerabilities that were exploited. This may involve applying software patches, updating systems, or making configuration changes to ensure the same vulnerabilities cannot be exploited again. System hardening. Beyond patching, system hardening involves reinforcing the security of the affected systems. This might include disabling unnecessary services, tightening access controls, and enhancing monitoring capabilities to ensure the system is more resilient moving forward. Remove malicious artifacts. It's crucial to completely eradicate any malicious code, files, or artifacts left by the attacker. Simply stopping the incident isn't enough. Remnants of the attack may still be present in the system, so a thorough cleanup is necessary to ensure the threat is fully removed. Usually involves just wiping the machine and starting over. And enhanced monitoring and post-mitigation. After implementing mitigation measures, it's essential to increase monitoring of the affected systems. This ensures that mitigation efforts have been fully effective and helps detect signs of any residual threat activity. Monitoring post-mitigation allows for immediate response if something was missed during the initial cleanup. Mitigation is all about ensuring that the vulnerabilities exposed during the incidents are closed, and that your organization is better prepared to defend against future threats. As always, test your knowledge on the prompt with the prompt at the end. 7.6.4 Reporting. Once an incident has been detected, contained, and mitigated, proper documentation and reporting are essential. Reporting ensures that all relevant stakeholders are informed, compliance requirements are met, and lessons can be learned from the incident. Here's some major components of reporting. Comprehensive incident documentation. Detailed reports should document every stage of the incident response process, from detection to mitigation. This includes what was found, the actions taken, and the outcomes. Thorough documentation is key not only for internal analysis, but for external audits or legal requirements. Stakeholder communication. Tailor your reports for different stakeholders. Executive management will need a high-level overview of the incident's impact and actions taken, while the IT team will require more technical details. Make sure the right people get the right information. Regulatory compliance reporting. Depending on the industry, there may be regulatory bodies that need to be informed of certain types of incidents, such as data breaches. Failing to report incidents in a timely manner could lead to penalties, so it's important to understand and follow the specific reporting requirements for your industry. Post-review and reporting. After the incident is resolved, conduct a post-incident review and create a final report. This report should include recommendations for improving security measures, refining response protocols, and updating mitigation strategies to prevent future incidents. Effective reporting ensures that the organization can not only recover from the incident, but also learn from it. It's a crucial part of closing the loop in incident management, helping to ensure better preparedness for future events. 7.6.5 Recovery. After an incident has been mitigated, the next crucial step is recovering systems and data to restore normal business operations. Recovery is not just about getting things up quickly, but securely to ensure that no lingering threats remain. Here are some of the key elements. Restore the affected systems. Start the recovery process by restoring compromised systems from trusted or clean sources, clean backups. Verify system integrity. After restoration, thoroughly check the integrity and systems of data. Ensure that they are free from malware, backdoors, or any other malicious code that might have been introduced during the incident. Gradual resumption of services. Instead of bringing everything back online at once, it's good practice to gradually resume services. Prioritize critical functions and closely monitor for any signs of residual issues such as this or as the systems come back online. This phased approach reduces the risk of further disruptions. And post-recovery monitoring. Even after recovery, enhanced monitoring is essential to detect any lingering threats or vulnerabilities. The goal is to ensure that the systems remain secure and that the recovery process was fully effective. This is a critical step in confirming no threats were overlooked in the recovery process. 7.6.6 Remediation. Remediation goes beyond simply recovering from an incident. It's about identifying and addressing the root cause to ensure that the same incident doesn't happen again. And here are some key components. Root cause identification and elimination. The first step in remediation is conducting a thorough analysis to identify the root cause of an incident. Once identified, steps must be taken to eliminate the underlying vulnerabilities or weaknesses that allowed the incident to occur in the first place. This may involve patching software, updating security policies, or reconfiguring systems. Strengthen security controls. Based on the findings from the incident, security controls should be enhanced or new ones implemented. This could include improving access controls, updating firewall rules, deploying more advanced threat detection tools, or adding additional layers of security. Policy and procedure updates. The incident might reveal gaps in existing security policies or procedures. As part of remediation, review and update these policies and procedures to incorporate lessons learned. This ensures that the organization is better prepared for future incidents. Employee training and awareness. A critical part of remediation is educating employees about the incident and how any new security measures have been put in place. Conduct targeting training sessions to reinforce the best practices and ensure that everyone understands their role in preventing similar incidents in the future. Remediation is about more than just fixing the immediate problem. It's about fortifying your defenses and ensuring the incident doesn't reoccur. 7.6.7 Lessons learned. Again, you may have noticed there's a lot of overlap in this particular set of subtasks. That's why I like 861 for a clear definition of the actual flow. But here are the key components and lessons learned. Post-incident review meetings. It's important to gather all relevant stakeholders for a post-incident review meeting. In these sessions, you'll discuss what happened, evaluate the effectiveness of the response, and identify areas for improvement. The goal is to ensure that all aspects of the incident response process are thoroughly analyzed. Documentation and analysis. Document everything about the incident from detection to remediation. What went well? What didn't? The analysis will help you extract actionable insights that can enhance future incident handling and prevent similar issues from arising again. Update incident response plans. Based on the lessons learned, update your incident response plan and procedures. Incorporate new strategies, tools, or processes that were identified during the post-incident review. This ensures your organization is better prepared for future incidents. And continuous improvement initiatives. Incident management should be a cycle of continuous improvement. Take the lessons learned from each incident and integrate them into training programs, security policies, and technical defenses. This fosters a culture of ongoing learning and adaptation, strengthening your organizational resilience over time. The lessons learned phase is crucial for ensuring that your organization becomes more resilient after each incident. Like in martial arts, right? Everything that doesn't kill me makes me stronger. All right, let's summarize this. Let's summarize what we learned in Task 7.6. Conduct incident management. Some of the key things and key tasks were detection and response. Implement real-time monitoring systems and tools like SIM to detect security events early. Early detection, best response. Mitigation. Address vulnerabilities by applying patches, hardening systems, and removing malicious artifacts. This step ensures similar incidents don't happen again. Reporting. Thoroughly documenting the incident response process and communicate it to relevant stakeholders. Ensure reports meet regulatory compliance requirements. Recovery. Restore affected systems from clean backups and ensure system integrity. Gradually bring systems back online while monitoring any residual threat. Remediation. Identify and eliminate the root cause of the incident. Update security policies, controls, and procedures. Conduct security training sessions to reinforce security best practices. And lessons learned. Conduct post-incident reviews to analyze the response and improve the process. Update incident response plans and integrate these lessons learned into continuous improvement initiatives. For the exam, mastering these steps will be essential to your success. Incident management is a core skill, and it ensures security professionals can effectively manage, contain, and learn from security breaches. And don't forget to use the exam prompt coming up. All right. So I mentioned 861. I really love that document, and it has a much more contained or a natural flow. So you can overlap them. Why don't you do that? That's a great prompt skill. So once you already started this prompt, right? You're in a chat. That session and that context window. You may have noticed like you don't want to use the same session over and over again, right? But in that session, all that stuff stays in there. So you could just type in your prompt, hey, could you tell me how this relates to the best practices from SP 861 that Larry keeps talking about? All right, have fun. See you in 7.7. Well, that sounds like a lucky task.